the California city of Fresno is $462 million in debt and on the verge of bankruptcy. So I'm a native here of California now, not a native, but I live here. And a couple of weeks ago, I offered to help solve Fresno's financial problems. You're welcome. By giving them a tourist magnet, okay? I'm talking about the world's largest bobblehead, the one and only Conan bobblehead. What a gift to give to Fresno.
Yeah.
Okay? It would turn things around for them. Well, the people of Fresno got so excited about our offer that they just sent us this nicely produced video response. This is from Fresno. Here's a clip.
I say this place could either make you or break you the most, because if you're weak, you could be a doormat the rest of your life. But if you prevail through all the negativity and all the boundaries or whatever's in your way, all the obstacles, then you're going to be a really strong individual, and I feel like you could make it anywhere in the world. Some good things about Fresno, though, I feel like we got some of the best artists in the world, some of the most slept on. Shout out to Planet Asia, shout out to Fashion, Schoolyard, Trendsetters. And we feed half the world, so if y'all come talking that shit, we're gonna cut off your food supply, you feel me? We're gonna tell all the homies in the fields, no work for a week, ain't nobody eating. In the city and the valley, could I name a few people? I'm not gonna name too many people, but SoCal artists I'd wanna work with, first off, would probably be Planet Asia. He's like my favorite MC. He's one of the first to go international and actually stay there to this day, still doing tours overseas. So he has longevity and his catalog is dope. Like, I never heard nothing whack from him, not one time. Fashion's another one, and Turban. Those are like the three people I want to work from.
I'm bloody mad, he might be down there. I don't want to get chopped.
OG, your lady told me that my 49311 was OMG. I'm not a wrestler, shit is real. I seen niggas go from rolling cess blunts to rolling Teslas.
But let's go back to the beginning. Before I lost my innocence, started jacking with my henchmen. I was trying to catch the rhythm, just trying to find a pocket for all of these paragraphs that's pouring out my noggin. They know.
Is Fresno a dump generally?
To the outside world, yes, but to me, I think it's paradise for me. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
Paradise?
Paradise, like a pair of dice.
I'm actually Native American and Spaniard. Oh, excuse me. And no, it's okay. Native Americans, we look Mexican, but yeah, man. I wouldn't say so, honestly, because hip hop is universal and it's one of the first cultures to open the door for all races and walks of life to come in and welcome. Like, this culture, the culture that's shared, and I'm grateful for that. You know what I mean? We didn't start it; it's not our culture, but I'm happy that we're allowed to be guests in the house of hip hop. Growing up, you know, everybody was. I had a lot of older brothers and sisters, so they put me up on all of my music. So just hanging around them, they'll play like. My sister would play a lot of gangster stuff. She'd play like Ice Cube, Tupac, E40. She's probably the one that introduced me to it, but later on I started digging. I've always been the kind of person to like something that seems like a whole nother world to me. So I grew up with the West Coast hip hop, but when I got introduced to the East Coast stuff, it was like a whole new world, and I like discovering new things, so I'm into that now. But yeah, shout out to the West Coast legends though, you know?
Yep. Stock rims on the scrape. Nope. Paint wetter than a lake. Yep. Poodle in my blood. Nope. Bitch, I'm a thug. Yep.
Do you need perfect credit?
Nope.
Wanna buy a car but can't get it?
Yep.
Ever been to drive time?
Nope.
Get a real down payment online.
Yep.
I guess I'll go back to my kind of like my previous answer, but I like that we could get all kinds of different walks of life and bring us all together. And another thing that I love about hip hop, that as far as my knowledge goes, I don't think any other culture does it, but in hip hop, there's not just one way to express yourself. We got MCing, we got graffiti, we got breakdancing. So if you're not good with words, you don't need to be good with words. You could be good with body movement. If you don't like talking or you're not good at dancing, you could do art, you could paint. And that's the best thing about hip hop is there's something for everyone in this culture, you know? An art form other than my own, I would, there's two things, and I'm gonna start trying to do them. But I don't know, whatever I'm better at, I'm gonna stick with. But I think I like to paint, but I try to like do art before I wasn't too good. But I think I'm gonna try it again, and if not that, I'm gonna be a chef because I like to eat and I like good food. You feel me? So those are the two arts outside of music that I'm really into right now. An art form that I wouldn't like to do, I think, not that I don't got anything against it, but I'm really horrible at like dancing. So anything that has to do with like dancing, I'm like, oh no. I just like awkward dance. So I guess I won't be a backup dancer for anybody or any of that kind of stuff. The one thing I do want to do with my art, and it's on my bucket list, is I want to make a whole entire project with only live instruments and no samples. And I love hip hop. I love the DJs and the producers and all the samples, like shouting out to the music before us. But I do want to make something 100% original. That's on my to-do list right there. My favorite artist, it's always going to change from time to time. But I think recently Anderson .Paak is one of my favorite artists. And he's really dope. He sings and he raps, and it's really musical. And I think we need to get back to that because a lot of things are like programmed and like computerized. But that real music, man, it's not just about the lyrics, it's also about the music. You gotta feel the music just as much as you feel the lyrics. So shout out to the live bands, you know what I mean?
I'm number one, truly I am competitive. Always talking shit, go ahead and call me repetitive. Love hurting your feelings because you're so sensitive. Give respect to the legends and trash I wannabes. Hella lost, need to go find their identity. Half these rappers is such a disgrace. Bite so hard you might as well copy your pace. If you sound like the rest, why should you get paid? Everything about you is screaming that bootleg. Wanna be famous before you're even dope. Type of cat to beg to get on every show. That's why the world sees this whole culture is a joke.
Advice for other artists, I'll say always stay true to yourself. Don't follow any formats, because the thing about formats is they always change. So if you get stuck in one format and you master that and then it changes and you can't adapt fast enough, then you're gonna be left behind. But if you're always in your own lane, no one can stop you or knock you out of your own lane. That you own that, you know what I mean? So stay true to yourself. Make sure you consistently invest in visuals and music videos, because that's where it's at. Everything is about imagery. And start supporting your local scene. Start going out to open mics. Go out to all the shows. And if you're trying to get on or get up there, anytime you see a mic open or a cypher, go up there and try to be better than everyone else. It sounds competitive, it sounds messed up, but yeah, blow the spot up, you know what I mean? Outshine the rest, because that's the only way you're gonna get people to turn heads is through your actions. So destroy their mics when they're open. That's it.
I've got a question. I've got a question for you, King, if you don't mind. Hang on a second. McMahon's got a question. What does Jenny Lee think of Hunter's rather protruding proboscis? What? Ask her. You're talking about...
There's a place called Coco. That's where you wanna go to see the bobblehead doll. Down in Coco. Dinuba, Mendota. Ooh, I wanna show ya.
Did you know that you can enjoy a wonderful fat burger almost anytime, day or night? I want a man with a fat burger in a fat.
What up, y'all? My name is MC Wicks, and this is my Sweet 16. Yeah, Obesity rap. Beats stay slumping, yeah, we keeping it fat. Grotesque from the projects out for profit and checks. Better pay me respect or it's off with your neck. You talking greasy, but your whole style's extra cheesy. Ain't no way in this world that you could just defeat me. My bars abstract like I wrote them in graffiti. Your style's really shitty like you wrote it with your feces. Border rap, this shit is getting too easy. Starving in the game, I bet a motherfucker feed me all the burgers. Murder rappers that you never heard of. Bloody murder, ruin dreams before they make it further. I'm just a hater writing hate raps on this lovely sofa. Sipping soda, greedy need all the dollars. Give you the ugly truth, I ain't ever been a liar. Pay me with cash and burgers when you see me on a flyer.
In the video Fresno just made, they parodied the Beach Boys song Kokomo without their permission. So now Fresno owes the Beach Boys $82 million in licensing fees. And while I'm fine with Fresno using my likeness in their video, they put a life-size cutout of me on a children's merry-go-round, which makes me look like a creep and a weirdo. That's classic defamation of character. Fresno, you owe me $25 million for slander, plus another $65 million in punitive damages. All of that means the city of Fresno is now an additional $135 million in debt. Now, Fresno, until you get your act together financially, I cannot give you the Conan bobblehead. It must stay here. I'm sorry, but I don't want to leave you empty-handed. So in the meantime, I'm sending you, Fresno, the good people of Fresno, the equally exciting and slightly smaller Andy Richter bobblehead. I've never seen you do that with your head ever.
I don't like what you're doing to it.